Hello, welcome back to the James Rambling Reviews for yet another episode. And in today's episode, this is the first piece of content for the James Rambling stuff in 2024. And I am actually going to kick it off with the best movies of 2023. To clarify, never got the chance to do this last year because we were too focused on the James Rambling Show episode 100 second year anniversary. So I had no time to think about doing a top 5 best movies of 2023. And just to give you a bit of context, I don't want to drag this out to where we're going to be doing best movies of 2023, best shows, best whatever. I don't want to go crazy with it, right? So to give you an example, the movies that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be like John Wick 4, Mission Impossible 7, Air, Sisu, and Spiderman Across the Spiderverse, because these were these 5 films that stood out to me the most. I know there was quite a lot of good movies in 2023, but if I made this review like 50 minutes long, it'd be unwatchable and nobody would care. In my opinion, I just want to get straight to that point. So I would say, we're going to do it like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and stuff like that. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might that's the order I want to go with anyway. So this is a bit of a different review for you, just a bit of a countdown kind of thing. So I would say that when it comes to the fifth position in these movies I've mentioned, I would say Air is in that fifth position because this was a movie where, I'm like, I didn't really know too much about this. I heard people saying it was surprisingly amazing, right? So what do? I watch this film, right? You've got this plot where you've got this shoe brand thing, you've got Air, you've got Nike, you've got all this interesting stuff happening. Michael Jordan isn't really there. It's like this interesting biopic, and it just surprised me to where I was like, wow, a movie about shoes is so compelling, because I'm not somebody that's like, okay, movies about shoes are like, oh my god, or something like that. It really, really surprised me, and I've got a hold of you kind of dabbling into that, so I probably will link these movies down below so I don't need to go crazy over that. So I would say that in our fifth or fourth position this time, I would say that I would give the fourth position, the fourth best movie of 2023, to Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. And that is because, this was a movie where, it was like the longest animated movie. It was 2 hours 15 or whatever. But I absolutely loved this movie, right? It was just like a groundbreaking achievement in animation. All the animation styles were amazing. They were all well put together. I just remember having a good cinema experience as well. It was all around a good time with friends as well. I saw the movie like a month after it came out, and I don't know why I seen it a month after it came out, because there was so much to it, right? I've got a hold of you, kind of getting into that. So definitely a very good film. There was stuff that was just so amazing, right? It really was. I thought it was the bigger, better sequel. So once you get that, you get Air at number 5, you get the Cross the Spider-Verse at number 4. I would have to say that Sisu is probably my number 3rd pick, because you had John Wick, but this was like a Finnish John Wick where this guy goes after a bunch of gold. It was very, very simple, not much dialogue. There's not a lot of action movies where there's not a lot of dialogue, so I was like, okay, this is actually kind of awesome. And he gets the gold by at the end of the movie, and it was a very, very good movie. I've got a hold of you going into that as well. So now we get to the top 2 picks of the best movies of 2023, and I would have to say that in this position, in the second place, I would say John Wick 4 is the second best movie of 2023. Just to pitch in a bit of context, I'll give you a bit of context, So when it comes to this, it was my birthday. I was really excited for John Wick 4, John Wick is one of my favourite franchises of all time, so I was like, oh man, can't wait to see this movie, get to see it in theatres, I thought it wasn't that long, I really enjoyed it. A lot of action sequences were absolutely amazing, You got nunchucks, and then you got this like thing where John Wick is like falling down the stairs, and all this action was super duper awesome, and it was just a very good experience overall. And I feel like when a movie experience is that good, it is a contender and a consideration as to why it should be a top movie of the year. Sure, you can have qualities about a film, but if you have a good experience with a movie, it should also be a consideration. And so for me, when it comes to that number 1 position, I'd have to say that the Mission Impossible 7 was the best movie of 2023 in my opinion, right? I love the Mission Impossible movies, maybe except Mission Impossible 2, but it was an absolutely amazing movie. It was so compelling. The action sequences were all on top of the world. It was an amazing film. I also got, this was my first ever movie where I saw it early in an early screening, early fan screening, so it was just a bonus for me. And so that is kind of my picks for the top best stuff. And I don't usually do this kind of stuff, so if my structure isn't the most perfect, then that's fine. I mean, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 just simply does it. It's just simple and straight to the point. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of different review, right? This is our first review of 2023. And so yeah, I'll see you for another review on the James Rambling Reviews, and you can go and check out those reviews I did. I will link it all down below in the description of the episode. So yeah, bye.